Hello, my name's Wendy Exton. I'm a life coach and mentor with Mother Earth Coaching, and I'm also the author of Dill's blog. Welcome to my first video post. This came about through my coaching, actually, with noticing that people that are trying to transform their life in some way, the first thing that really needs transforming is their acceptance of self and self-love, of course. So I thought I'd start with that, and I'm just going to share a little bit about my journey of learning to accept and love myself. So here we go. I spent the first part of my life overgiving and doing whatever I could to get acknowledgement in some way, because if I felt acknowledged or appreciated or validated in any way, that was love to me. But if I didn't get that throughout my day, I would feel alone, I would feel empty, I would feel resentful. So I knew there was something missing. And after the breakup of a tumultuous marriage, I found a pamphlet for the Landmark Forum, and I thought, well, it can't hurt. I'll give it a try and just see what it is that's missing for me, in my life. So I flew off to Melbourne and did the Landmark Forum, and it was truly transformational. And I got for the first time that the thoughts that I've had in my life have been, I've been a victim to them, and the way I've lived my life has been through a victim of my choices. And that actually confronted me and made me feel quite sick. But I knew that knowing that, I could be the one that could make a difference and transform my life from that moment on. So one of the days during the Landmark Forum, we had a break. So I went shopping in Melbourne and found myself wandering into a little bookshop. I was just cruising around, enjoying looking at all the books, and all of a sudden this little book just jumped out at me, and it was When I Love Myself Enough. And I just had to get that book. So I bought the book and I went up the street and across the road and into the park, and I sat down and I read the book from cover to cover. And I cried through every page, and the book wasn't very big, so it didn't take me very long, but it was just, it just transformed me, because it totally showed me that I hadn't been there for myself in my life. So from that moment on, I started questioning myself, what do I need right now? What do I need to show love to myself? What do I need to bring joy into my world? What did I love as a child? Like I just kept asking questions, and anything that came up, I just, jotted it down on a piece of paper. And then I got quite a list on that piece of paper, and I thought, wow, this is quite impressive. And then I thought, well, knowing it's one thing, but actually including it into my life is what's going to make the difference. So I thought, well, how am I going to do that? And I noticed people that I'd been talking to that had, transformed their life in some way, had started getting up earlier to do that, so that they had the time before they started their day. And I thought, I can't get up any earlier than what I get up, like I don't want to get up early. And I thought, oh, well, it's not going to hurt. So I just started getting up a little bit early, a little bit earlier, a little bit earlier every day. And then I started like busting to get up out of bed to start doing the things I enjoy, which is like getting up and having a nourishing breakfast, writing and doing a post on Mother Earth Coaching, or writing a post on Dill's blog. And then I'd have like a 15 to 20 minute bath and meditation practice where, that totally filled me up with, feeling really great to start the day. And by the time I got to work, I just felt fulfilled and at ease, and my day at work was just so easy, and people were acknowledging me and appreciating what I said or what I did, and like I was getting all of what I was really wanting before without even trying. So I knew something had shifted for me. The other thing that was on my list that I added as well was bike riding, because I I loved riding through the bush as a child on the sheep tracks, and I really enjoyed it. So I thought, right, I'm getting myself a mountain bike, and I started going riding. And that's one of the true pleasures that I have to this day. You know, I just love it when I'm going flat out down the hills, and you can't wipe the smile off my face. And the other thing that I've added into my life is like appreciating food. Like I really love, you know, eating now, whereas before I was yo-yo dieting. I was always reading what was good, what was bad. I was making myself wrong for what I did do or what I didn't do with food. And now I'm just totally relaxed. I love having my food. My body weight is maintained. I just have whatever I desire, and it just, like, it's just so freeing to be able to enjoy my food for the first time really in my life. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on today is gratitude. And gratitude is one of the most important steps in transforming your life. And I heard this and read this somewhere and thought, right, you know, I need to add this into my practice sometime. And I heard that it was better to be doing this just before you went to bed at night. So I got myself a beautiful little gratitude journal and sat up in bed with my pen and the book, and I stared at the page for ages, and I thought, oh my God, what am I grateful for? You know, this is so hard. So I just started writing. I wrote, I'm grateful that I got through my day today. I'm grateful that I can walk. I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. And then as I started doing this daily, and like I noticed that I slept really well, that I woke up excited and ready for the day. I just couldn't stop writing what I was grateful for. So I actually did this for 5 years, and then realised actually I don't need to do this anymore, because I'm living through being grateful. I'm telling people how much I'm grateful for them in my life. I'm grateful for what I can do for myself. I'm grateful for what my body does. I'm just living gratitude. And living through that just makes me feel like I'm living a life of wonder and richness and joy, which is so different to the life I was living before. So I hope this has been helpful to you in some way, because it really moves me that this has changed my life so much. And I'm really, really grateful, and I hope that, you know, that this might spark something in you and have you leave a post on something that you enjoy, that you can maybe help somebody else with, you know, learning to cherish the life they live, and the privilege that it is to be a human being in this body at this stage in my life and in your life. Like, it's just such a privilege. So thank you for listening today, and have a great day.